vlogged in like forever. Like forever. That's what happens when you don't put things on a proper stand. A lot of times this is my natural state. Like I put on makeup when I'm going to work and sometimes when I'm going out in public, but most of the time I'm looking kind of crazy like this. So I had an amazing weekend. Awesome, amazing weekend. And sometimes I just don't know how to be organic and in the moment. My head has to always be thinking of the next thing, or silently creeping in the background is all the things that I haven't done, or the bills that need to be paid that I haven't taken care of yet because I haven't been able to, and just to be in the moment is something that I'm actively trying to retrain myself. For someone that like considers themselves creative and connected to people or energy, sometimes I get too clinched, and that's how I feel like I've been lately, just clinched all the time and constantly telling myself to relax and just be in the moment, and it's been difficult. So this weekend was just special. It wasn't anything crazy. We did, Friday was our fall festival for the kids at the elementary school, and we went and we got like $20 worth of tickets, and right beforehand we, hung out and just got ready to go, and the kids played all these different games. It was fun. And then the man took my two older boys to meet up with their dad, and me and the littles did like this little side drive around, and we ended up getting like Del Taco, and I was like, order what you want, because sometimes if you have a lot of kids, you're like, stick to the dollar menu. I was like, go ahead and get that spicy jack chicken quesadilla if you want, and we'll even get those little dollar donuts too. So we came back and the kids settled in, and then me and the man binge watched The Haunting of Hill House. So good. I think we had already watched 3 episodes. I'm not going to spoiler anything, but I like scary movies. I like the film behind it. I look at, when I'm watching film stuff, I think about the editing and the thought process and the makeup and all of the things behind, on top of the story. And the guy that directed it also wrote it. So it's just brilliant. It really touches on mental illness and family and traumas while being essentially a haunted house story. So loved that. We stayed up till 3:30 in the morning, and the baby had stayed up with us, so I slept in more than anyone else. But the next day it was rather smooth. I did a little quick drive over to one of our Halloween kind of stores that's open all year round. They do all kinds of party stuff, so I got some liquid latex, and then I painted Troy for what we have here. It's called Boo at the Bowl. And it's really cool. It's $5 a person. They have a little haunted trail that you trick or treat, and each little station you put in your little ticket, but they give you tickets when you pay for your little $5 thing.
And
where are we going?
Come on, guys. We're going to Boo at the Bowl, and it's where you go trick-or-treating at Ramona Bowl. And my little sister is a pirate, and my brother is a zombie. Try again from the camera.
It's okay.
And
We're
then
just doing clips.
I am a zombie cheerleader. I look really scary.
Walk, Troy.
Your trick-or-treating is essentially free.
Whoa! Look it.
Oh, did you see the shooting star? Anybody but me?
No, you have to make a wish.
I wish for.
You can't wish. You didn't see the shooting star.
Oh, you're mean.
All right, pretend like you're taking a picture, but it's a video. Aslan, are you ready?
That's it.
Wait, stop us. Listen.
Don't stop. Okay, the dinosaurs will follow.
Awesome!
Only they can't move. Okay, get your tickets.
And then they had spin art for the kids, and there was all these little carnival games that were like 2 tickets. It was like knock down the cans. There was bouncy houses. It was just so much fun. And then we had planned on doing a pumpkin patch. Now, when you have a family of 7, you don't buy pumpkins at the pumpkin patch unless you're like a millionaire, because they're like $20 pumpkins. So I ran over to my grocery store. I grabbed 4 pumpkins because it was 2 for $8, so I'm about that. But we were gonna do the pumpkin patch, but we had felt like we had gotten so much Halloween and family time Friday and Saturday that, you know, we don't need to do the pumpkin patch. So me and Az painted some little pumpkins, just little dollar store ones, and then when everybody was back together Sunday afternoon, we did all of our pumpkins, and we just sat in the backyard. We had Halloween music on, and it's like simple things, because I've noticed in my adult life, especially when I'm dealing with all of my kids, anytime I have this notion of we're gonna go do this all as a family and it's gonna be fun, it's usually a disaster. Someone's fighting, someone's picking at this one. So I have kind of eliminated some of that. There's big age gaps between the very oldest and the very youngest, and my 2 older ones are too busy being cool to do the fun stuff. So when I make them all go, we usually do okay, but I have done less of us all together and more individualized for each kind of kid, and that has worked a little bit better, but I do miss that overall togetherness. So I had gotten 4 pumpkins, and my junior hire, he came out and hung out with us. The high school wasn't bothered with us, but he did come out when he wanted to know what was for dinner. But it was just nice. It was so good, and I needed that, and I didn't realize how much I needed to just be. But it's been really, really hard because work has not been like financially beneficial. For anybody that watches, you know that I work in an industry that relies on tips. I mean, we essentially do make minimum wage, but you know, you're working for your tips, and I'm part-time. So if I work 3 days in a week and 2 days I walk with $20, you're like, why am I going to work? But I still need that income. So it's been this constant like struggle, and the less money I make, the more I'm like, what else can I do? And there's no quick fix, and that's where I'm at. There's no quick fix. It's like, oh, if I go back to school to do esthetician, I mean, that could take years. And I also have been looking into online school, like Everest and Ashford, those kind of online schools for psychology, that kind of thing. But there's no immediate band-aid. And I have a hard time. I'm a planner by nature, but I have a hard time sticking to things that are so long-term because I have so many people to be aware of, and I get all like excited about something, and I don't know how to keep feeding those fires. So that's kind of where I've been at lately. Right now I got a hair mask on, the Olaplex. I used the last of it. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and you know, let you know how the vlog has been going. I haven't been doing it because I've been so like, do you want to watch me clean my house? No, it's not so much fun. But I think sometimes it's just about getting on and talking and being real, and this is like the bare bones of life, and that there's other people out there like you that are going through what you're going through, and they get it. And I think that's really what humanity is. It's like understanding, like, oh, I get you, I get it, I get it. So amazing weekend, but so simple. So simple. Nothing crazy, nothing like, literally Fall Festival cost us $20, and you know, the other thing didn't cost any more than I think $30, and then our pumpkins were $8. But the simplicity of getting all out as a family, but nothing too crazy. And I'm very thankful that our community has fun things like that. And sometimes I forget that about here, that there is a richness to this little place that I live. And sometimes I just think I want to leave. And then sometimes you go, oh, it's pretty cool to live here. We do have some fun things. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And I'm going to try to keep up on the vlogging and do better. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Aslan?
Yeah.